For recording, you're good to go.
Okay. I would like to call the meeting of the St. Louis County Board of Zoning Adjustment to order. The board members present today are Angelia Bills, Chair, Justin Randall, Vice Chair, and Vincent Nutt, Member. The Department of Planning staff members are Mel Wilson, Abby Freudel, Abiola Adesanya, and Gretchen Arnold. Also on the call is John Burford from the County Counsel's Office. First, I'd like to offer into the record the affidavit of publication pertaining to today's meeting, September 6, 2023. The board hereby takes official notice of and admits into evidence on the record the St. Louis County Zoning Ordinance, Chapter 1003, St. Louis County Revised Ordinance 1974 as amended, and Chapter 1004, St. Louis County Revised Ordinance 1974 as amended. Next, I'd like to call for a motion to approve the minutes of the previous BZA meeting of August 23rd, 2023.
Make a motion to approve the minutes.
Is there a second?
A second.
Okay, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay,
Aye.
passes. This meeting is conducted as a teleconference and is recorded. The planning staff will read each request into the record and present technical advice to the board if needed. The petitioner will be unmuted, state their name, and make a brief presentation to the board explaining the reason and hardship for the requested variance. The board will not consider financial hardships. Board members may ask questions to clarify the facts. When the board is satisfied with the material presented, the chairperson will then ask if there is anyone in favor or opposition to the request. To do so, click the hand next to your name. If any comments were submitted, the staff will read them into the record. Before a call for the vote, the petitioner may request a continuance in order to bring in additional documentation. The board may also request a continuance to gather additional information or for a visit to the site. Once comments have been heard, the chairperson will call for a vote. At that time, the discussion is ended. No further discussion is permitted. The board will generally make a decision today. If a variance is approved, the petitioner has 6 months to obtain the necessary permits or establish the use requested, or the variance will expire. The petitioner or any interested party has the right of appeal to the St. Louis County Circuit Court. Paperwork indicating the board's decision will be mailed to the petitioners.
Alrighty, 51-23 Douglas Johnson is a request for an exception to the side yard regulations for the purpose of constructing a home addition at 15 Concord Lane, maintaining a side yard of 9 feet in lieu of 10 feet as required by the R2 Residence District regulations of the St. Louis County Zoning Ordinance. Doug, I'm going to send a request for you to unmute. Again, please just state your first and last name for the record, and then you'll be able to present to the board.
My name is Doug Johnson. And our case, we are looking to add, as you said, an extension on the entire back of the home. South side of the property, our property is 9 feet, 7 3/4 inches from property line. We're looking for the extension, which is approximately 16 feet, which will be continue to be perpendicular to that property line. To, be at 9 foot 7 3/4 inches as well. Side of the house, along the south side of the property line.
Sorry, I can't hear. Is anyone else able to hear him?
Very low.
He just went back on mute. Give me 1 second.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Can you get a little bit closer to your microphone, or is there any way?
In a headset, I can't get any closer.
Okay. Can the board hear a little bit better on that, or?
I can hear a little bit better, yeah.
Okay.
All right, is this any better?
Yeah, that was better.
If I can turn my mic up at all here. Oh, I think that's all we got. But go ahead and restate my request.
Doug, if you don't mind, could you, because the first time you were speaking, it was really hard to hear you. Do you mind running through that real quickly again for us?
Sure. You can hear me okay now?
Yeah, much better.
Okay, good. All right, yeah, so we are looking to, add an extension of the home, and you can see on the south side of the home, the existing property is 9'7" from the property line, over the 10-foot zoning requirement. We're looking to extend the back of the home and stay in line with the rest of the house. So it would be parallel to the, current property line in the house, not out any further. It would just be at 9'7" 3/4" instead of it, along with the existing property.
Okay. Thank you.
That's the south side of the home, and looking just to continue to extend it perpendicular in line with that property line.
Gotcha. So the existing house is over the current setbacks. Is that what I'm understanding?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, the green is what would be permitted. This green dash is what's technically permitted. The red is what they're requesting, and as you can see, the current house is this dark black outline.
Mhm. Perfect. That makes sense to me. Thank you. I don't have any further questions.
No questions.
Okay. Is there anyone here in favor or opposition?
I don't see any hands, so at this time, I'm going to mute the petitioner so the board can take their vote.
Okay, hearing none, 51-23, I vote to approve the variance as advertised, and the hardship being that the extension is following the line of the house, which is already over the property line.
I'll second that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, any opposed? Okay, the motion carries.
All right, 52-23, Matthew Boslett is a request for an exception to the rear yard regulations for the purpose of constructing an in-ground swimming pool at 4479 Sun Hill Drive, maintaining a rear yard of 9 feet in lieu of 15 feet as required by the R3 Residence District regulations of the St. Louis County Zoning Ordinance. Now, we did have somebody join on here. Let me unmute this individual and see if it's them, the petitioner's representative. Matt, if you just saw a request to unmute, do you mind unmuting so we can see if you're here for the petition? Hi, Matt. Are you here for this petition?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes. Are you here for this petition, Matt?
I am to view it. I believe Brian Tabor from Prestige Pools was supposed to be also on to represent.
Yeah, he's been having issues with his microphone. So,
Okay.
if you're able to present, and then we can get Brian, hopefully Brian, I gave Brian call-in information, but I haven't seen him pop back on. So if you would like to present, that's perfectly fine.
Sure. I'll be honest. I don't really know what I need to do, but I can certainly answer any questions.
Basically, just kind of present why you're here to the board and what your hardship is. That's all you got to do.
Sure. So my understanding is the requirements of the zoning laws say you must have a 15-foot clearance from the property line to a structure. The pool drawing has us at a 9-foot mark to the back edge there. So we are just looking for approval to have that variance.
And
Anyone?
again, for the board's notification, the green line is the line that is the approved setback. The red is what they are requesting.
Matt, if you will, what is the hardship in your request? Is there a size of the pool matter, or what is the purpose of wanting to go past its line?
Yeah, just simply the design of the pool and how to fit it into the yard within the easements and the structure. Just that was the way the pool was designed to kind of maximize the space, and that still allows us for, I believe it's 5 foot or 6 foot of clearance to swill the yard for water drainage on the back end there, and still allow for proper clearance of the fence.
Matt, do you know what the 10-foot wide easement is? I mean, that looks like a pretty limiting factor for the laying of pool out.
I believe that is a sewer easement that runs diagonal. Is that the one you're talking about?
Yes, yeah.
I believe that's a sewer easement. I don't know 100% though.
Your Brian, who is Matt's representative on this, did put in the chat that the hardship that they're really kind of going after is that there's so many easements in this yard, and this is the only place that they could put a small pool of this size without running into the easements that are existing.
That
Yeah,
would also be correct.
okay. I don't have any further questions.
No further questions.
So as far as the pool equipment, is it on the side of the neighbors or where is it going to be located?
If you can see, Angelia, it's right on this eastern side of the house.
Mhm.
They have a pool equipment pad. I'm sorry, I did not highlight that for you guys.
That's okay.
That was my bad.
But it meets setbacks, correct?
It looks like it's inside the 6-foot side setback, so yes.
Okay. Okay. Does anyone else have any questions? Okay. Is there anyone here in favor or opposition?
I don't see any hands, so at this time, Matt, I am going to mute you so the board can take their vote. He is muted, and this is 52-23 for the board.
The matter of 52-23, based on the irregular shaped lot and the easement that cuts the rear yard in half, I'm going to recommend approval as advertised.
Second that.
Okay. I concur. All those in favor? Aye.
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 Okay. Motion passes. Thank you.
All right, I'm just playing multiple roles today over here, so we don't have Debbie here taking notes. All right, 53-23, Jeff Herring is a request for an exception to the rear yard regulations for the purpose of constructing a roof structure over an existing patio at 10267 Alpena Drive, maintaining a rear yard of 5 feet in lieu of 15 feet as required by the R4 Residence District regulations of the St. Louis County Zoning Ordinance. Jeff, I'm going to ask for you to unmute, and then again, just please state your first and last name to the board and go ahead and present.
Jeff Herring, and we're proposing to build a patio cover, a permanent structure attached to the rear of the home. And the hardship is the structure will impede on the 15-foot rear yard setback at the southeast corner. So we're just asking to be able to build that into that, which still leaves us 5 feet for the easement along the fence right there. So that structure is going to be basically going to mirror the footprint of the patio. You can see where the patio kind of turns towards the house right there, but it's going to basically just cover that larger portion of the patio.
It's just going to be a deck, like a rooftop over.
Yes, ma'am. It'll be attached to the house. It'll be shingled and guttered. It'll come off the existing roof line that you see, the lower roof line above the windows.
Mhm.
So kind of a narrow, tight backyard, just looking to make a more usable space there.
Staff, can you go back to the aerial of the site? Because this is a corner lot, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And so are you basing the front that the front door comes off of, not the driveway? Is that correct here?
I'm kind of confused on that question.
Well, so typically I think there's a determination of where the front is. So they're determining that this is a backyard.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. I don't have any further questions.
One question I had is, you said the existing patio it goes beyond the setbacks. Currently, was it currently set up with a variance or?
Well, the patio goes, yeah, the patio goes beyond the setback as it is right now. That's how I bought the house. I didn't pour that. So, but the corner, the corner of the patio in the southeast corner touches, like, it's right on the 5-foot easement. So
That's a fenced in, okay.
I don't know for sure, and but I believe most of the time patios don't count towards a setback.
When they said patio, I thought it was a raised structure.
Oh yeah, no, so
No more questions for me.
Okay, is there anyone here in favor or opposition?
I don't see any hands at this time, so I'm going to mute the petitioner so the board can take a vote.
On 5323, I make a motion to propose that we approve the variance based on the hardship of the existing structure lining with that easement area.
Okay, I second it.
All those,
All those in favor? Aye.
aye.
Anyone opposed? Okay.
Thank you for mute, Justin.
Oh, is Justin opposed?
I think he's on mute.
Oh,
Mute, Justin.
sorry, yes. No, I'm in favor, so I was an aye for the yes.
okay, the motion carries. Thank you.
All right, our final one for you guys today is 54-23. James Perkins is a request for an exception to allow the construction of a 3-car garage and covered patio, which will be more than half the footprint of the home at 1,632 square feet at 4948 Thies Road, as required by Section 4 of the R2 Residence District Regulations of the St. Louis County Zoning Ordinance. James, I'm going to request for you to unmute. Please state your first and last name to the board, and then go ahead with your presentation.
James Perkins. I hope you all can hear me well.
Yeah.
Yes, as mentioned, we are proposing to do a detached garage in the backyard to co-join with a in-ground pool that we wish to partake the whole project. The plan is to do an in-ground pool and then a detached garage that will house historical cars to keep preserving, and also act as a noise barrier to the interstate behind us. So we fall in the lines of all the variances on the side neighbors, the back lots. Realistically, our only opposition is it's the size of the structure based on the size of the home that's existing.
Is there another garage on the property?
I'm sorry, ma'am, could you please repeat that?
Yes. Do you have another garage on the property?
There is a small shed in the backyard, and there is a small 2-car garage that my pickup truck does not fit in now, nor will it be able to house the historical cars due to the length of them.
How will the garage be accessed? Maybe I'm looking at the site a little different.
So access will be along the side of the house, where we already have a driveway poured. It'll extend to the backyard leading towards the garage.
Can we go back to the site plan or aerial view, actually? Just trying to get a better understanding. Okay.
This aerial is from 2018, so it may not show
Okay. that
concrete. So what I believe is happened is that there's a concrete path that goes along
Okay.
kind of in between here.
That is correct. That was added 2 years ago,
Okay.
and we have not extended it out to the backyard yet.
How is he for lot coverage?
Abby, I don't know if you could attest to anything if you were given any information on this.
I was not. If you let me peek at the application real quick.
Perfect, thank you.
I did not provide any calcs on lot coverage.
Okay.
Typically, I would venture to say it unless Debbie would have told us if it was an issue, but I'm not 100% sure.
What number is this one?
This is 54-23.
Does anyone else have any questions while we're checking lot coverage?
I guess on my end, what would be the concern of the lot coverage? Is it watershed?
I believe the rule is it can be no more than 7% lot coverage.
An additional structure?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And one more.
If my math is correct, we're okay on lot coverage.
Okay, we're okay on that. And then
I show we were under, yes, I show we were under 7% lot coverage.
Okay. And what is the hardship for this variance?
The hardship is having a means to store and, keep these historic cars from deteriorating over time, being out in the weather, along with a noise barrier for the highway. We do not have a sound wall behind us, and the structure would assist with that. When my wife and I, we purchased this house, it was in May or June of 2020. We all know what happened back then with COVID. There was no one driving up and down the highway, so it was very quiet. We sit on our patio, and all we heard were bugs chirping. Now we hear that interstate. So the architectural structure of the building itself, along with the plants we plan to plant along the pool structure, will assist with a noise barrier and also allow us to store our historic cars to keep them going up and down the road for the heritage side.
Does anyone else have any questions?
No, I don't have any.
None.
Okay. Is there anyone here in favor or opposition?
I don't see any hands, so at this time I'm going to mute the petitioner so the board can take their vote.
Tough one. 54-23, I vote to deny the variance. I believe that the size of the structure is a little excessive and it should be smaller.
Second that motion.
Okay. All those in favor of denying the motion, say aye. Or I think I'm saying that right.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, okay.
Angela, it would be denying the variance.
Oh, okay.
rather than the
I
motion.
figured it didn't sound right when I said it. Okay,
Thank
all
you.
of those, all of those in favor of denying the variance, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Okay, it carries.
All right, and that was 3-0, correct?
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
Correct.
All righty. So that is all we had for you guys today. The next meeting should be, I will double check with Debbie, but I think we do have stuff slated for the 20th. So hopefully we'll get that info to you soon. But real quick, just to let you guys know, we do have, and there she is. We do have a new planner on our staff. Her name is Abiola. So you guys will see her on our BZA calls quite a bit. So we are excited. It's her first week. So this is her first meeting she's been able to attend with us.
Great. Welcome, Abby.
Welcome.
Yeah, welcome aboard.
Yes, we look forward to working with you.
All right, but that is all we had for you guys. So if we can just get a motion to adjourn whenever you guys are ready.
Okay,
I make a motion. Oh, sorry. I make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I second that motion. All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay, carries. Thank you.
All right, we'll see you
Thanks,
guys on the
guys.
20th.
All
All
right.
right.
Bye.
All right, bye.
Bye.